Hi, well, we're here at the University of Massachusetts Amherst Berkshire Dining Commons, and we're going to be looking at the creaming method today. Now, it's a method that's used for a lot of cakes and cookies and tarts and things like that, but it's a method that often gets messed up because people don't approach it properly. Now, first thing you need to remember about the creaming method is you need to have your ingredients at room temperature. I cannot stress that enough. It's the key part of the creaming method. If your ingredients aren't at room temperature, you don't get the right air cell formation for your baked products. They won't come out properly. They'll be flat. They'll be kind of dull. You really need to have them at room temperature. So I got some butter cut up here, and I like to cube it up into little cubes. It gets at that temperature much faster by doing that. And if you have a mixer like this is great, but you don't need to have a mixer. You can actually do this by hand, just with a fork or a spoon. So the fat goes in, and just on low speed, if you have a mixer like this, you should never need, when you're doing the creaming method, to put it above the medium speed for creaming. I'm going to take our sugar and just start to slowly add that in. Don't dump it in all at once. Just drizzle that in nice and evenly. Just come around this side a little bit as well, and then back over here. Just make sure that we get a nice even mixture. Now, don't walk away and answer the telephone and leave this going. Can't do that. You got to keep your eye on it and watch what you're doing. And you're looking for a nice, light, fluffy texture. That's on actually just below medium speed. And then what I would do with this is just turn it off and scrape it just ever so lightly to make sure that we get an even mix and anything that's stuck to the bottom of the bowl gets mixed in. And you should end up with a beautiful creamy mixture that looks something very similar to this. Nice and light and fluffy. Now, when we do that, I'm just going to take a look at this. When we do that, we're also going to be looking to add our liquids. Now, if you're making cake, you're going to be adding a lot more liquid than, say, if you're making cookies. But whichever type of liquid you're adding, and chances are it's going to be eggs that's going in here next, you need to make sure that they are also at room temperature. Otherwise, they will break your mixture, it will all become separated and won't form a proper emulsion. So make sure that all your ingredients are at room temperature, including your eggs and liquids when you're going to start adding those, and you should end up with some beautiful looking baked product. Till next time, I'm Simon Stevenson.